Cheers, Cameron, for having me on for this opposition preview for Leicester versus Everton on Sunday at the King Power. Before we get into the preview, if you could come and check out my channel, it would be massively appreciated. LCFC Boyer doing home and away matchday vlogs with Leicester, and I'm pushing for 2K by the end of the year. It's going to be a big ask, but any help I can get with that, it'll be massively appreciated. But let's get into the preview. So for us, it couldn't be going much better right now, to be honest. We're second in the league, 5 games unbeaten and unbeaten at home all season. So it's been an incredible start to the season. Brendan Rodgers has got us playing some absolutely incredible football, and he's really getting the best out of the squad that we've got with so many young attacking-minded players. But we'll get into the squad in a little bit. But for me this year, at the start of the season, if you said that we could get 7th and potentially sneak into the Europa League, I would have been absolutely thrilled with that. But the fact that we're really battling at the top end of the table and could potentially even finish in the top 4 is just absolutely incredible. So I could not be happier with how the season is going so far. At the start of the season, with Harry Maguire leaving, I was thinking that might really hurt our defence, but it hasn't at all. Soyuncu has stepped up massively. We've actually got the best defensive record in the league, so obviously very happy with that. And then as well, at the other end of the pitch, we've got Vardy, who is the top goal scorer in the Premier League at the moment, on 12 goals. Hopefully you can add to that on Sunday. So let's get into the starting 11 that I think Brendan Rodgers will go for on Sunday's game. So for me, I think he'll go with a 4-1-4-1. It's the formation he's played 90% of the season, so I can't see any reason he's going to change that. So in goal and captain will be Schmeichel. So let's move into the back 4. So at right back we've got Ricardo Pereira, and then as our centre backs we've got Johnny Evans, who I'm so happy can play this week. He picked up a knock against Brighton, but he is back. He had to come off. Wes Morgan actually came on for him to finish off the game last week against Brighton. But Johnny Evans is a player we can't afford to lose. We don't have a lot of cover at centre back. We've got Benkovic who could potentially come in, but we haven't seen anything of him yet. And we've also got Wes Morgan. As much as I love Wes Morgan, he's done at the top level, and he'll get torn apart by any pace. And then the other centre-back, we've got Soyuncu, who's been playing outstanding, incredible Maguire replacement this year. As I was saying before, I was a bit worried when Maguire left, but we might defensively struggle, but we haven't at all. Our defence this year has been even better than it was last year, so huge credit to Soyuncu. And then at left-back, we've got Chilwell. And then as we move into the holding midfielder, we've got Ndidi. And Ndidi has got a crucial role to sit in front of the back 4, protect them, and also give players like Chilwell, Pereira, Tielemans, Maddison all the freedom to go forward, knowing that they've got the shield in front of the back 4. So then in front of Ndidi, we've got Tielemans and Maddison, who will have that freedom to get forward and to create for the front men. On the right-hand side, we've got Ayoze Perez. Ayoze Perez is slowly starting to find his feet in the Leicester side. He's not naturally a right winger, but he is making that position very much his own. And then on the left-hand side, we've got Demarai Gray. And I know Demarai Gray hasn't started much at all this season, but for me, he's made such an impact off the bench over the last few weeks. I really do think he deserves a start. Not that Harvey Barnes has been bad, but I just think Demarai Gray really does deserve a start for the impact he's had over the last few games. And then at striker, obviously we've got the main man, the leading scorer in the Premier League. We've got Jamie Vardy. So that's the starting 11 that I hope Brendan Rodgers goes with. He's very much found his team now, though. So there's been very little change over the last sort of 4 or 5 games. He knows what his best 11 is, and he's very confident at picking that and not changing it too much. In terms of Everton, obviously this season hasn't gone the way you guys were hoping it to. And for me, I don't know how Marco Silva's still in the job. After your defeat to Norwich, I was expecting him to be sacked, and I think that would have been the right decision. But as a Leicester fan, I'm very happy he hasn't been sacked, and he's still your manager for this game, because I didn't want you guys to get a new manager, even if it was a caretaker manager, and just get that new manager bounce for this game, because even if you did have that, I feel like would have a little bit too much for you, the way that we're playing at the moment, but it's just another factor that would make this game a little bit hard. But you guys do have dangerous players. You've got Sigurdsson, who obviously last year scored that absolute worldie for you guys against us. Got Richarlison, who's very dangerous, always got a moment of magic in him, and then Digne, who's going to be bombing down that left-hand side, causing us problems. So I know there's a lot of quality throughout your team, and for you guys, I really thought you guys would be pushing towards maybe not breaking the top 6 this year, but pushing towards that area. And obviously the season hasn't gone how you guys wanted so far, but still a lot of time left. I'm expecting a very difficult game on Sunday from Everton, but I do think that we will have just too much at the moment, how well we're playing at home and just how poor you guys have generally been. So I'm going for a 2-1 for Leicester. I do think it will be a difficult game. But guys, let me know what your score predictions are. And if you guys could also check out my channel, it would be massively appreciated. Cam's come across to do a preview on my channel, so make sure to check that one out as well.